Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Justin Steele.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
One strike.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
This one in the air, center field. Then there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Andrew Vaughn now. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time.
Batting third, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the power speed combo, Luis Robert. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. It's the White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound in this one, Eric Fetty. What do we have on him?
Trying to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Nico Horner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Down the left field line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. That's outside. There, that's ball one. Horner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. Benintendi reaching back towards the wall. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Batting third, the left fielder.
In half up to hit. That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Fletcher grabs it on the run. Here's Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. 0-1. just missed. At the belt and fires. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
First and second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike. And pitch in for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, and now Christopher Morel. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That just misses. Yeah, the count 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
That one lifted to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And Gomes is retired. And that is that. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
To explore. I don't play that anymore.
All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Yoan hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. In the air, right field. Suzuki sizing this one up, puts it away for the out.
That is the designated hitter.
Eloy Jimenez now.
Jimenez.
Hammer, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Dominic Fletcher.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. And a foul ball. Jimenez over at second, 1 down. Hard hit, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
Paul DeYoung.
Foul ball. The White Sox trailing by 3 here at the top of the second. On the ground. Fires over to first. And that is the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the second. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. And the pitch. Popped up. Maldonado moving under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Here's Nick Madrigal. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. He legs it out.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Nico Horner. Popped up right side, Lopez. As this one sized up, hauls it in for the out. Man at first, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Madrigal leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, right field. And that is a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. That is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Steele back to work. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Steele, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. The lefty fires. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
That one is absolutely belted. Bellinger going back. And he brings it in a warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. Ripped on the ground a second. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. The White Sox leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Wrigley Field. And now Ian Happ.
The left fielder.
And the pitch.
Ian.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that is a foul ball. The pitch, just missing there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That misses the zone. 1-0. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Dansby Swanson stands in. Fought off foul. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say pulled him with just enough of that late action.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He sends it out of here. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the anchor for the batter. That time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yan Gomes. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. They go back to back, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. And this club is fired up right now, Bird. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here is Michael Busch. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The Cubs up big in this one here in the last half of the 3rd. Gets him to chase after that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
In the air, left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. as we go to the top of the fourth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Luis Robert. Steele back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one down the line, and foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
2 outs. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. Down the third baseman, Nick Madrigal.
The third baseman.
The line of the pitch.
Madrigal.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now back. The second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. This one in the air. Moncada in position. And there's 2 away.
Now back. Right fielder.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Base hit right there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
The 0-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Out number 3. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here at Wrigley Field, now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Here comes a pitch. ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Into the bleachers and gone. And they're on the board. It's 6-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air to left center. Happ heads towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
2 outs. Base is empty. Martin Maldonado steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped on a line. That's a base hit. So the batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 1-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
This one in the air. Bush makes the catch, and that is that. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the friendly confines, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Dansby Swanson. And he deals. That's in there.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. One thing is they haven't been fooled all that much. 6 of their hits have come off speed pitches. And that success against off-speed pitches tells me they're doing a great job of seeing the ball. Just trying to use the whole field.
Fletcher makes the grab, 1 away. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for his strike. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Benintendi right there to make the grab. That's out number 2.
Now, the catcher, Jan.
Now it's Jan Gomes. He's already homered here in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Jan Gomes waits. Ball one low.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Out to short, to Young. To first, and Gomes is retired. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 6, and the White Sox all set for the top of the 6th. Now here is Andrew Vaughn. And a pitch. And he chases a high fastball there. Vaughn measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground to the left. In time to Bush. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now
Luis Robert now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hard hit to 3rd. Madrigal on to first. And they take care of Robert for the out.
Up next for Chicago.
2 outs, base is empty. Yoan Moncada steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a foul ball.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every bat.
Out towards right center field. Suzuki sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat, found a way to win the battle.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits.
There goes the runner. Out to short, to Young. Will throw to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
All right, here's a fun fact. Wrigley Field opened up in 1914. They didn't have the ivy on the outfield walls until the late 1930s when Bill Vex suggested planting it on the walls when they renovated the stadium. And now it's probably the most iconic part of the ballpark.
Corner jumps out of the way of the first pitch. Inside, just missed. Hit hard, base hit. Around 3rd. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. Corner over at first with 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. Over to DeYoung. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So they get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the White Sox 1. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now the DH, Eloy Jimenez. Steele back to work. Swings and misses, and that's strike 1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
One down, base is empty. Got it by him for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Got it started a little too early, strike 1.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 7-1. Here at Wrigley Field, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Just missed. And another ball. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under it to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Bellinger, the next to hit, takes outside. A little bit high. 2-0. That's out to center field. Under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby.
And now it's going to be Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3. Swings through that one. 0-1.
1 strike.
The pitch. Up the middle. Lopez. Sends it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 8 and the White Sox 1. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. The pitch. And first offering is
good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
action in the pen down there. Mark Leiter Jr. up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Almonte also throwing. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wide to kick the pitch. Swings through that. Gomes down to first. Save! He beats it out and reaches on the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Man at first, Martin Maldonado up to hit. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And now the lefty swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Benintendi up here. Just missed. And there's a ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3-1 is on the way. Right through there for a strike.
3 balls. Strike.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, throws it for strike 3. Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Robert at the plate now as he chases after that one.
1 strike.
Here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt. Bounce to the right corner. They get the force. That ends the frame. White Sox strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
1 strike.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Robert flashes the leather on the running catch.
The first baseman.
Next to hit, Michael Busch. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Nick Madrigal, the next Cub to hit. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. Fly ball to right. Makes the grab for the second out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And the batter now, Nico Horner. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. 2 outs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs, and it remains an 8-1 game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Moncada now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Happ makes the grab, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Eloy Jimenez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Pulls that one foul. Leiter, a 6-foot righty. He features a splitter, a sinker, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Jose Cuas up and throwing. The Cubbies up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gomes to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, obviously, that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching it thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Digging in, Dominic Fletcher.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Leiter is just 1 strike away. Two outs. Got it. And that'll do it.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.